that I had in my car. Sorry, I just saw a light outside and it is currently like 3 a.m. Anyway, aliens. But I did a couple things off of camera before I even got to, you know, what I had recorded. So first, I started off with a deadlift PR attempt, which, you know, I'm not super strong. I currently weigh 145, and I'm 5'11" at 145, and I've been training for about 5 months consistently. So I really haven't been doing this that long. So at first I did 135 for 6, which was fairly easy. I did that for some reps. Then we put 2 more plates on. Well, technically 1 on each side. So 225, and I got 3 in, and then I did 1 on 315, which is the most I've ever done. My previous best was 225 for 1, so I absolutely blew that out of the water. So I was very happy with that, and I did not injure my back, so that's a plus. And then the other thing I did was some incline barbell curls. So these are the first thing you will see. If you don't know what they are, it's pretty simple, and you'll see it in a second. I did 35 pounds for 8 reps, and then another 5, and that second set was still slight failure, not full failure, because I never do it that early. I always drop the weight, do a drop set, and go to failure then, because if you go to failure on every set, you know, when you're natural and you're my weight, you won't make any progress. So with that said, let's go on to the footage. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this pretty much unedited. So here I just put the 35s away, which I was doing before, and I grabbed the 25s or the 30s. I don't remember what I was using before. Anyway, here I'm changing my music and staring into the camera. My friend talks to me about how he's feeling really great, and I'm just like, great. But I look this is not a flattering angle, but that's okay. I look a little goofy doing these, but I promise you, they feel great for biceps. And if you hold your elbows back and still like I do, you're gonna feel them great. So I'm just getting a little bit of struggle here. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just adjusting my hand. That rest kind of messed up my set, but I crank out a couple more pretty good ones here. So that's another set. I wasn't counting, but I'll put up a little counter. And I always hold them there for some forearms, and then I go and I flex my forearm, and then I cut, that's not instant. I just somehow was standing in the same position. So this was probably about a 2-minute change. And I put my chain in my mouth because it lets me bite down without me biting my teeth. And I know I'm not doing insane weight, but cut me some slack, okay? And this is my failure set, so this is my 4th set. So my face will look goofy in the end because, you know, I'm straining. I'm going to failure. I'm cranking them out here early on. Feeling pretty good. Now is when it starts getting hard, and I start kind of trying to get momentum naturally. And then that was my last one. And if you are one of the people that are like, failure means you fail, yes, if I had done another rep, I would have failed. I can guarantee you that. I know myself well. used this thing before. It's basically emulating a preacher curl, which I love. And I was like, oh, this is feeling, it feels pretty good. I like this face. It may be hard to tell, but I cranked out a lot with this 50. And then I'm like, that makes my arms look pretty good. I'm like, 50. I know I can go higher. So I normally go start high. There's me putting that 50 back. And I grab the 60. And I waddle over, and I realize it makes my arms look pretty nice. And so I believe at some point, I'm like, hey, my friend's name, I'm not gonna dox him. No, I don't do it here. I do it when I grab the other one. I'm like, hey, you gotta come try this. He is a lot bigger than me. He weighs 20 pounds more. That's where I'm like, look at my arms. This is 10 pounds more than I was doing before. So I'm struggling a bit more here, and I look kind of goofy, but that's okay. I'm trying really hard not to use momentum, but my body naturally, I'm curling like half my body weight. I don't know what I'm saying. There he is. He's got really good arms. Like, his arms are a lot bigger than mine. But I kind of take that thing off and I give it to him. And he puts it on, and then I believe I got the camera because it took him forever to get it on and try it. Okay, there's me jamming in my music. I'm a very interesting person at the gym. And then I skipped the song because I didn't like it, even though I was jamming to it. In between cuts here, I grabbed a 70-pound one. So I upped it another 10 from the original one. And he says something to me, but I ignore him like I normally do. But here we go, grabbing the 70. After doing deadlifts, that was fun. But look at my triceps. Sorry to take a drink. Oh, it's busy. But this made my arms look really nice. I might use that in the thumbnail. I look so goofy. But to be fair, I am curling half of my body weight at the moment. Alright, I'm insane. But those felt so I look so interesting. And I'm worried about tearing, so I go and I put it back. I do another set after this. My camera battery was about to die, so here's me taking it off. I look like crap right now because I've been on a bulk. So there's him, you can tell. Oh, well, peace. He's got big arms. I don't have quite as big arms, but I somehow match him with strength. I have a long twitch muscle, and he has a short twitch, so he can lift longer and I can lift, I can lift longer and he can lift heavier, basically. So I believe that's the end of the footage, but okay, we're on a black screen. We're just gonna keep this in. It's a very short video. I'm very sorry for that, but I will get another if you guys like this. I may just kind of, actually I might ramble on this black screen a little bit. I'm really sorry if you don't have any, you can't see anything, but I know it's ASMR. You're supposed to be listening to this in the background or whatever, I don't know. But I may put some gameplay footage for you people who just have the attention span of a nutcracker. I don't know what that means. But I will give you guys a little bit of rambling and a little bit of backstory. So, I am type 1 diabetic, which I'm not going to explain the difference between type 1 and type 2, other than type 2 people are usually overweight, hence the diabetic jokes on the internet and such. I need to take a drink. So, basically, I've had type 1 for so many years. I got it when I was 5. I was diagnosed when I was on my 5th birthday, so I had it when I was 4. That was 14. I'm almost 18. My birthday's in 9 days. Wait, my birthday's in, my birthday's in 3 days. I lied. It's the 9th. My birthday's on the 12th. So, I turn my blood sugar. I'm really not going to explain it to you guys. If you want a better definition, go find it somewhere. I'm not the person to tell you. But my blood sugar can go low, which means I need to ingest sugar then or glucose, and my blood sugar can go high, which means I need to give myself a specific medicine to bring it back down. I'm not going to explain it. It's easier than it sounds. It's a lot easier than it sounds due to technology, but essentially my blood sugar always used to be low, which means I was constantly having to eat like gummies and candy to bring it back up. So I was a chubby kid. I'll put up a picture here in editing of chubby. This is a picture on my 15th birthday, so about 3 years ago. I know, okay? And then I realized this, and I saw myself, and I hated myself. It was a bad time, and so I quit eating throughout, I believe it was for about a year, and then here is a picture after that of me 2 years ago. Yeah, look, I don't, it's fine, it's in the past. I look goofy now still, but that's whatever. So especially in 10th grade, I got heavily, not bullied, but the diabetic jokes got to me, and I was put in a math class with this guy wearing like a plaid shirt, cowboy boots basically, jeans and a baseball hat. I'm like, he's country, he's nothing like me, and I was sat next to him and I was like, okay, I gotta drink again. And ended up talking to him. Well, in his memory, he was trying to talk to me, and I was very standoffish, which I was back then, but it's besides the point. And we found out we both played a game called GTFO. Long story short, we have become literally like the closest friends out of anybody I know. I don't know anybody. I don't know about you guys. I can't speak for your lives. He is the closest friend I've ever had, and I have only known him for 3 years now. So I met him, 2 years now, because I met him 2 years ago when I looked like that. And basically, I had wanted to go to the gym, and I had done a little bit on the local gym on the campus, on the college campus that my parents work at. I worked out there for a little bit, and then got a Y membership at the Y, and worked out for, really inconsistently. So, I think this got brought up in conversation one day, and he was like, I want to work out too, and there is a gym, WNC Barbell, I'll put their, logo up here. I love them so much. They're like, it's a little gym right outside of the school, like walking distance in view of the school, and so we would go there after school, but that was right around the time where I was missing a lot of school, so I don't want to get into that. I've gotten into it in a past video, I believe I talked about it. I've had a lot of issues in life, you know how it be. So I was really inconsistent with the gym, and then about like 3/4 of a year ago, weird, why am I talking like this? I don't know. Like 3/4 of a year ago, said friend invites me on a trip to a family house that they have in a place called Hatteras. Really pretty place on the beach. Sorry, I'm dehydrated as heck right now. And we go on that trip, and he brings along another friend. And I got to know close friend, close friend and other friend. I may have name dropped. I'll bleep it out if I did. So close friend and other friend. This sounds so mean, but it's really true. I knew him more than I knew the other friend. So we're on this trip. We all get to know each other, and a little after that, the other friend, I don't want to get into too much detail, but he ended up passing away, which I did talk about before, very suddenly, and I didn't know him super well. It was still hard, but my close friend was even closer friends with him than me at that time, so this was about not that long ago. Like, it was fall of last year, so I don't know, whatever. About a half a year ago, I guess. And I was really worried about him, and he started taking the gym a lot more seriously, so therefore I started taking the gym a lot more seriously. So that was in October and November, where me and my friend started taking the gym seriously, going 3 to 5 times a week. So that's why it's been about 5 months, I believe. October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, about 5 months of working out consistently, and that's where I am now. I don't really have much to say